Boop. Alright, so give it a minute, see if more people come on. Keep sticking it out with this music. Maybe it'll work out. Who knows? Alright. Let's get started. So, last time I did the supports on Elf 6. Yeah, and I fixed a few things on him as well. I expanded, or I made a sword bigger. That's mostly it. I started Elf 7, who was right here. But that was mostly just, preamble work, duplicating stuff and putting it where I need it to go. Today I'm going to continue on Elf 7. Also of note, I decided not to print Elf 6 yet, because how fast I've been designing these. I think it just doesn't make a lot of sense to keep printing one sculpt at a time, just because it's a lot of effort to get, a print of one sculpt just to see how it turns out. So I'm going to design 2 elves before I print, and then I will do a test print on both of them. And then one episode will probably be just fixing that, if I think that's what I want to do. So, okay, so I got my model here, and what I decided, I'm not going to make this one a very complex pose. I'm going to have her standing mostly straight up. She's not going to be shooting her gun, she's just going to have it on to her side, and I think she'll be pointing with her left hand. That's kind of what I'm going for. So let's bring up the skeleton, because I think we're pretty much, if I remember correctly, I got this all ready to go. other than those bits, but that's fine. Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna widen her stance a bit. And we're gonna do this very carefully. So 10, rotate -10. We're just gonna keep them symmetrical for now. Rotate -5. Rotate -5. So that foot is flat on the ground. Rotate 5. Rotate 5. Okay. And then it's a good start. Let's grab this and rotate in the Z-axis. Actually, let's rotate the whole body in the Z-axis. Let's have her... Well, no, that actually doesn't make sense. I'd have to rotate at the waist to get the action that I'm looking for, not the whole thing. Because rotating the whole thing is like not rotating it at all, as it turns out. So, okay. So we got a bit of rotation in the chest. Let's move this leg back 10 degrees. And then compensate here. Rotate 5. Actually, I don't like that. Let's rotate 10 right there. Then look at it from this way. Rotate -10 and rotate 10. Okay, that's looking pretty good. And these feet definitely need to be pointed outwards a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, hello, viewer. I'm just starting the posing on Elf 7 today. I'm hoping to get pretty... Oops. Hoping to get pretty far here. I didn't print Elf 6. I'm going to be printing them in pairs now, just because it's a bit of effort to do a print. So it's going to be easier to just do 2 at a time for the preliminary print, and then edit both of those once I know what needs fixing. Plus, I've been sculpting these pretty quickly, so I think that should be fine. All right, let's rotate the shoulder out. And I'm gonna have this arm pointing. Let's not rotate the wrist. Maybe we'll rotate here. That works pretty well. Not too far. Then I can rotate the wrist a little bit. I think that's pretty good. Alright, let's close the fist here, except for this finger. That. Grab these. And once more with the fingertips. Just like that. Oh, finger guns. Alright, now this one I'm actually a little worried about the thumb. Although I think I can do this, and it will behave much better than in the past. That's pretty good. Let's not make it go quite so far. We'll have the thumb do more of the bending here. If I'm pointing, it's... yeah, that's not too far off of what my thumb actually does. It's pretty close, actually, although it would be more down here. Let's see if I can do that. Bring it out like this. Bring it out like that. And let's make sure this doesn't look crazy. Just get it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the fingers up a little bit to fill in these gaps. Like this. Just like that. That looks pretty good. Yeah. I don't really know what's happening with these knuckle spikes here, but that'll work itself out. Okay. So that's good. And then the... Let's see, she's definitely standing a little ramrod straight right now. So what way would she be leaning? Would be forward. And where would she be leaning forward? Probably there. That looks about right. Bring that up again. Okay. And we'll rotate her head at the neck to make her look where she's pointing. Just like that. Oh, her arm needs to be straighter. Hit. Oh, come here. Hit. Just like that. Okay. All right. That is a point. Shoulder doesn't look too crazy. All right, let's see if we can get this weapon posed here. So I'm gonna move. No, I'm gonna join all these first. Oh. I already did something wrong. All right, let's make a save. So there are some modifiers on here I need to apply. And I think that's everything. Okay, now I can grab it all. Yep, there we go. That looks right. Okay, and we will call this gun elf 7. Okay. Just for fun, let's merge by distance and delete this. Okay. All right. Now let's position this gun where I'm imagining. I'm kind of imagining it like that. She's resting it against her hip and maybe the holster here, because that'll help it print nicely. So let's do that. I like that. And then her right arm is going to be gripping this handle up here. So let's see what we can do about that. Let's rotate it up like this. Yep. Okay. That's looking pretty good, actually. I need to bring our hand up a little bit. This is going much better than I expected. Much better. Suspiciously well. I'm sure everything will get messed up when I get to the hands and the fingers. All right, I think I need this arm to bend a bit more to get a better line up. Okay. I think this is way too off to the side. I think it needs to be brought in a little bit. You know, this is kind of uncomfortable to hold something like that, but like this, I think that would sit much better. So I'm gonna rotate, we'll call it 45, and we're just gonna move it back. You know, as soon as I took, you know, zoomed back and took a look at it, I thought, oh, nope, that just looks uncomfortable. It does make this not sit quite so well, but that is a 45-degree angle. Or, no, it's not. No, that's not a 45-degree angle. Let's try, because I really want this part to touch her jacket. Maybe if I move it down a bit and forward a bit. That works. That should be enough. Okay, let's bring that skeleton back. And we're just gonna rotate this in the Z. Hopefully that gets me most of the way. It did. Okay, that's good. And then we'll just bring it down to right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, what I see here is that, okay, imagine you're holding something heavy in your right hand, you're placing it on your hip, you are leaning, you're leaning to put that weight on something, right? I think you sway your hips to the other side to get a straight up and down with your leg so your leg can take the weight. So I'm gonna try, I usually don't mess with the hips that much because of that. Maybe I can do, I mean, that's gonna move the whole thing. About here. Okay, if I rotate 5, rotate -5. That doesn't look half bad. Maybe do it another 5 degrees, just to make it more pronounced. That actually worked pretty well. I didn't think it would work that well. Let's close her hand, because that's kind of throwing me off a bit right now. So we'll grab all these fingers, rotate XX 90. Okay, not gonna worry about that quite yet. Rotate XX 90. Okay, and then let's grab here. Or here, actually. And bring it in a little more. Okay. So I need to open the hand a little bit. For sure. The pinky I need to rotate a lot. Just like that. And pull these fingers out. That. Okay. I think the pointer finger needs to be further forward here. Like that. That looks good. The thumb. Yeah, I suppose she would be gripping it as normal. So, do the classic stupid thumb that I am so fond of. I'm sure it would be much better if I would just really put some time into learning how to do thumbs, but ugh, it just stinks so much, and I don't wanna. Okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. So I think her shoulders are a little funky right now. I think her shoulders need to be leaning into it too, because I rotated her at the hip, but I didn't rotate her back at all. I think that's missing. If I rotate Z -10, where does that put me? Well, I'll tell you what it did. It messed up that whole bit, especially the hand, but that's okay, because rotate Z -10, or rotate Z 10. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Ah, shoot. Okay. That definitely looks more natural, though. I wonder if her legs... Rotate. Let's push her legs out, away from her body a little more. Oops. Like that. That looks pretty good. I want her to lean into it a bit more. Like so. Okay. That's looking pretty good. I gotta fix this. I wonder if I can fix that just by moving the gun. It's worth a try. Okay. Almost. Almost. Oop. Just like that. Easy. Easy. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's actually a really good touch. This isn't touching, but that is a much better angle. So actually, I think that would print without support. So I'm not really worried about that. And I think this whole piece really just came together. How does the hand look? The hand looks pretty dang good, if I don't say so myself. The gun's kind of squishing into her arm a little bit, but that's okay. Well, it's maybe a little extreme. Her arm is, it is squishy, so it would squish into it, but maybe not that much. So I'm gonna rotate, rotate -5. Then I'm gonna rotate 5. Did that bring it in enough? Nope. Rotate Z5, okay. Okay, that almost got me there. Okay. And then we need to fix that finger. Okay, that looks pretty good. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Now, is there anything... Even the gun kind of ended up in the correct position. I should change it a little bit. I forgot about that. That might change what I want to do with the gun, but it definitely didn't. Because they're meshing, they're squishing together a little bit, and that's just perfect. The grenade looks fine. Don't need to move that. Yeah, that went really well. Let's swap into this other view. Forget what this view is called. It's like, this one is orthographic and this one is not orthographic. This one has a bit more realistic proportions, whereas this is just no depth perception. That looks pretty good. I am a fan. All right. Let's go back into the work mode. And what the heck, why not? Let's start the hair. This thing is blasting through this. Okay, so we are still... All right, so hair. I need a Bezier curve. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna pick a taper object. Grab that. I'm gonna change it to an object. And select my bevel object, and voila, put fill caps on, even though I don't think I need to. Not because, well, because I have a taper object. I don't think I need to, but I don't think it hurts. So, what do I want to do for hair? Maybe she has very short hair. I haven't really done short hair yet. But let's give it a try. Or maybe she has I could do like a ponytail. I really want to try a braid. But I don't know how to braid hair, so I think it would only go poorly. I should really learn how to braid hair so that I can do that. Let's do a ponytail. That's a pretty basic one that I'm quite certain I can pull off. It is actually going to be a little harder than like, it's easier in real life, but it's definitely going to be harder than, you know, just having long hair. No, hello viewer. I got my L7 going on. Let me hide the hair for a second. I got L7 pretty much sculpted here. The posing went pretty well, really quickly. And we're gonna start the hair. And I'm gonna do a ponytail, so we'll see how this goes. Maybe just one extremely long lock. Oh, luxurious. That also ridiculous. So, I think I need to separate the hair into before ponytail and after ponytail. So the ponytail will be separate objects than the hair that is on top of her head. Which means I think I need to pick where the ponytail is So I'm actually going to, oops. I'm going to grab a Taurus, an object that I never use, almost. And this is gonna be my my hair tie. And I'm just gonna use this as sort of a target for where the hair needs to go. That looks good. Let's G1, let's bring it over. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good. Yeah, that should work. Maybe scale it down a bit more. It's still a pretty big ponytail. But that's okay. I can scale it more if I need to. Alright, so this hair is huge. Also, I'm going to move this to my L7 collection before I start duplicating it. That way when I do duplicate it, they'll already be in the L7 collection. So let's scale this the heck down. I'm picturing this is probably a pretty tight ponytail, so I don't think the strands of hair are going to be too big. Okay, so let's line this up right on her forehead, just like that. Not a problem. And then we'll do this, and we're just gonna try to follow the shape of her head here. And that looks fantastic. Let's make this much more central though. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That looks pretty good. Perfect. And now this one, I feel like I should be able to just duplicate a few times. So let's scooch it here a bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's duplicate. Rotate a little bit. Duplicate. Rotate a little bit. Scale down. Duplicate. Rotate. Scale down. Nope, don't scale it. Gotta make sure that hairline stays pretty straight. Okay. Alright, so this is looking a little funny. So let's grab this one. Actually, let's go straight to this one. And let's grab that. Bring it back there. Grab this. Bring it back here. And if I scale it out a bit, it doesn't really change the thickness of it. Yeah, that looks good. I think that'll work. The hair is kind of fun. Bring that back. Okay, that's looking not terrible. But it definitely needs to be brought in a bit. There we go. Okay. Fix the hairline. There that is. I wonder if... what would it look like if I just made it bigger? And I would definitely need to bring it back a little bit. Actually, no, I don't like that. And hitting that undo button. So, we all know what time it is once I'm done hitting the undo button. I guess I'll just scale it back down. That's easier. And we'll make a save. Classic. Alright. So I think to get these to just be thicker, I would need to actually modify this. That's what I'd want to do. But this is my base hair, so I'm not gonna do that. And I think I don't need this to be thicker. I think I'm quite happy with it, actually. It's changing what bevel these go off of is gonna... that could cause some issues. Some issues that I don't need right now. I want this hair to just work. Alright, now we're going to try well, let's keep going down this side. There's no reason to stop quite yet. Okay, these are getting a little crazy. And what if... I wonder what's gonna happen if I subdivide this. Yeah, I don't like that. I lose that smooth curve that fits her head so well. Bring that in. Scale it down and then bring it in. I think I was a little too conservative with how many of these I was making. I think I'm gonna need another. That, and then I'm gonna grab all of these and I'm gonna scooch them and rotate to there-ish. I think, man, these are getting just really narrow down here. I don't like that. Alright. Let me see what happens if I scale this one. Alright, I think I'm gonna do that. So let's... I need them to be a little thicker, but I prefer not to change my bevel object or make a new one. I don't really want to do that. Oops. Scale 1.2. About puts them in line with that one. And then I'm going to select all of these. And we're going to go into edit mode. Grab all those and just plop them right there. And grab all those. Just scooch it back a bit. Just to get it kind of where I need it. Alright. Now I can actually start to fix this. Or make it do what I want it to. Grab all these. Yeah, I think that's gonna get me where I want to go. Let's get rid of those ones for now. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Just like that. Bring it in a little bit. There we go. Okay, okay. Now I think we're moving. This one. Okay, there's a big old gap under there. So I need to fix that. This hair is a little trickier than I thought it would be. Mostly because the hair bits aren't thick enough. I wish they were just a bit thicker. This might be a lot easier. But also I'm tapering towards the back of the head, which might be causing issues. It's hard to say. Hard to say. I'd say the hair is taking just as long as the whole dang posing of the model. But it's part of it, I guess. Okay. And it doesn't need to be perfect. Honestly, you're not going to be able to tell at all that there's little gaps in there. But here I am. Gotta get it right. I can hand wave the thumbs, but I can't hand wave the hair. Apparently. Uh-huh. Okay. This one's tricky. I think as I go down the side of the head, it gets a little harder. Okay. That looks pretty good. I need a few more. Because I do want to go all the way down to her ear. I think 2 more will do it. That needs to be like that. Yes. And then this probably needs to be farther out, like that. Okay. All right, one more. One more. For this side of the head. Then I get to do the other side of the head. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. That's pretty good. Hairline's pretty straight. I'm just covering it so I can get a good feel for the whole head, what it'll look like when it's done, and I think it looks pretty good. And we're gonna try to blitz through this other side, and it probably won't work. But who knows? Okay, one thing right away. Definitely did not space these out very appropriately. Okay. Now I get to actually make them work. Do that. Okay. I think this one needs to be brought up there a little more. Okay. That one's probably good. This one definitely needs to be brought back. And then this brought up. And it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't need to be perfectly symmetrical. But I would like it to mostly be uniform here. Okay. Then let's grab you. And we'll move back here. Yeah. Okay. Get it to pop out a bit more. Okay, almost done with this section of the hair. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, went a little too far with that one. And here. Okay. I see a pretty big gap under this one. Right there. Okay, there's probably still some pretty sizable gaps down here, but it's nothing too bad, and a lot of that will get filled in. It's mostly the ridges, the edges here, that I need to show up, because that's what'll take the paint. All the edges, the raised edges, that takes paint, and that gives it depth. Okay. That looks pretty good, I think. Now I think we can do the ponytail. And maybe once I get the ponytail on there, I'll notice if something is really off. Which, very well could be. Alright, right away I'm going to scale this one up a lot, because this is the main tail. Just a giant chunk of hair coming out of her. Alright, and we'll have it be... Don't want it too long. Let's have it coming down her shoulder here. Maybe like that. Maybe a bit more straight. Like this. That should print nicely. Okay. Basic shape, I'm pretty good. Let's... Oh. Ooh. Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see here. Now, I can't just have it be one big chunk of hair, because I won't get any ridges and it'll look weird. It'll look too smooth. So let's actually, I think, scale it down a bit. This will still be our main lock of hair, but it took up too much of the ponytail. Okay, and now I think we can duplicate this, scale it way down. We should keep that basic shape. I've never done this before, so this is just me trying out stuff and seeing what works. But I should, at least I would think, I could do this. I wonder if I need to. Yeah, I might need to do another bar in here to get it to like that. Yeah. Yeah, like that. That seems pretty good. Yeah, okay. Let's grab this. Let's move it in a little bit to make room for another one of these. This one's going to be even a little smaller. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Like that. Okay, yeah. This is kind of coming together. I think, put one up top here. Uh-huh. Okay. This is looking pretty good. I am a fan of what's going on with this ponytail. Okay, alright. I think one more of those, kind of where this guy is. I think this one, I'm going to move down a bit. Make sure that didn't mess anything up too bad. Nope. I'm going to duplicate that one. I'm going to do a copycat of this guy here. A little bit of a copycat. Alright, okay. Uh-huh. Oh, marvelous. Simply marvelous. I think I want this guy. Actually, I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to save quick, just in case. I'm going to subdivide this. Give it a bit more of a jaunt. See what that does. I think this one needs to be moved in a bit more to match the rest of the hair a bit. I think this one also needs that treatment a little bit. Like that. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do anything back here. The back of the head is gonna be not shaved necessarily, but a little shorter. Actually, I think my sister had something like this quite recently. Hers probably looked a little better than this. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. Holy cats, that means this thing is basically ready for printing. So I guess we're doing an elf per episode now, apparently, because it's 7:54. And I guess I did some of the cyberware stuff beforehand, but I've definitely gotten a lot faster at these, that's for sure. The hair took half the time, but the hair is tricky. It's not something you can just unless you want everyone to have the same hair. It's definitely not something you can do with armatures easily. If I were like an animator or something, which you can use this for, I would have to get good at that. I don't need to. So let's start some supports. I got a few minutes left. So how do I want to print this? I probably, because of the arm, I can't print it straight up. Otherwise, I probably would. I think I'm gonna have to rotate it backwards, like the last guy. That should fix more problems than it creates. It may create a problem with the ponytail, depending on how far back I go. I don't think it will. It will cause a problem with this, I think. And maybe this. But it's definitely better than the whole arm needing supports, because I don't think that would print very well. Also, it would, I think, help her chin print too, because right now her chin is a pretty big overhang. So maybe that's actually for next time. I'll do the supports next time, because it's 7:57. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you like what I do and you haven't followed me, give me a follow. It helps me a lot. I do this on Wednesdays and Sundays at 7 p.m. All my stuff's on YouTube. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.